headlines on ETV. Ethiopians celebrate New Year. Somalia is to get 1 million children into school. Hello and Happy New Year to all Ethiopians. I am Rugbe Hans with the news. Ethiopia celebrates its New Year on Wednesday, marking the beginning of the year 2006. President Girma Walde-Giyorgis has wished all Ethiopians a Happy New Year. The president wished the New Year to be a year of peace and prosperity for Ethiopians. In connection with the holiday, the government has given pardon for 458 inmates in connection with the New Year. President Girma said the amnesty is an indication of the progress registered in building of the nation's democratic and justice system. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Hailemariam Desalegn expressed hope that the new year would be a time for Ethiopians to raise participation in realizing the growth and transformation plan. The Premier has sent messages of felicitation to Ethiopians in connection with the festivities of the new year. Ethiopian religious fathers call on the faithful to renew commitment for self and country-wise development in the new Ethiopian New Year. The religious leaders passed their message of benediction in connection with the coming of 2006 Ethiopian Year. Rahel Teklehannes has more.
Patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, His Holiness Abuna Matthias, in his message of benediction said the faithful should strengthen culture of hard work.
እያንዳንዱ ሰው ዘመን አልፎ ዘመን ሲተካ
Every person should always think about what he or she has done in the past and what to do in the future with the coming of a new year. They should think about what good things to do in the new year to fulfill God's wish.
Ethiopian Islamic Affairs Supreme Council President Sheikh Yar Muhammad Aman called on the faithful to renew commitment to build up on the ongoing development activities. He said all parts of the society should capacitate efforts in their respective sectors.
To realize the wish, we have to see a prosperous Ethiopia. All Ethiopians, whether Muslim or Christian, male or female, youth or elder, should work together for the development of our country.
The new year brings new hope to people, Abuna Surafel, Archbishop of Ethiopian Catholic Church, underlined. The Archbishop added the public should exert efforts in the new year, learning from past failures and planning for successful future.
With the coming of a new year, we should all ask ourselves what good deeds we achieved, how much of our plans have been successful, and what we should do in the future. We should use our successes to fuel our commitment for further achievements.
Ethiopian Evangelical Mekane Yesus Church President Dr. Waksiyum Edosa said the new year should be a time for all Ethiopians to work hard to development of the country and the people as well.
While celebrating the new year, we should think of good deeds that would benefit not only ourselves, but the society we live in, as well as our country.
General Secretary of Evangelical Church Fellowship of Ethiopia, Reverend Alamu Shetta, for his part, urged the faithful to celebrate the day with good deeds and working hard for a better future.
The faithful should remember that the short time given to us by God on earth should be used effectively. Therefore, activities that would benefit church and the country should be done while enjoying life.
The religious fathers underlined the need for followers of their respective religions to celebrate the holiday by helping and taking care of the destitute.
The House of People's Representatives wishes all Ethiopians a Happy New Year. The House wished the New Year to be peaceful and successful for citizens. It also urged the public to strengthen participation in ongoing rapid economic growth, democratization and good governance, among others. Mayor of Addis Ababa City Administration, Diriba Kuma, has wished Ethiopians a happy new year. He calls upon the community at large to maximize commitment to ensure sustainable change in the city. Lalu Itala presents the story.
Addis Ababa City Administration has organized a program to welcome the new Ethiopian year 2006. Speaking at New Year's Eve, Diriba Kuma, mayor of the city, wished a happy new year to residents of the metropolis and the people of Ethiopia as a whole. In his message, the mayor said that the city administration has carried out various development activities last year that can benefit residents. He mentioned the launching of Addis Ababa Light Railway project, the ongoing road constructions, and innovations are among the activities being undertaken. He vowed the city administration, in collaboration with the public at large, will strive for the betterment of the city in the new year.
ባለፉት ጊዜያት ለጀመርናቸው የልማትና የመልካም አስተዳደር ተግባራት ዕውቅና በመስጠት
Addis Ababa City Administration recognizes best performing development actors over the just ended year. Besides, we are determined to work harder jointly with the community in a well-organized manner with a new spirit and leadership in the new year. I hope the new year shall be time to do more to resolve challenges facing the city and execute policies and development strategies, thereby enhance the living standards of people in the city.
The mayor said efforts started to give safe service delivery to the public will be strengthened in the new year. Construction and innovating of various infrastructures like roads and housing scheme will be among the areas of focus. According to him, the city administration will strengthen its exertion to alleviate rent-seeking, religious intolerance, and enhance developmental attitudes for the betterment of the people. He also called upon the dwellers of the city to maximize commitment in the nation's development journey.
I heartily urge all the residents to participate actively in all development activities and maintain good governance at their fullest capacities.
The city administration has given recognition to best performing development actors in the concluded Ethiopian year.
Council of the Ethiopian People's Revolutionary Democratic Front, EPRDF, has assessed organizational and government activities in development and good governance in its regular session. The Council during the meeting has appraised the organization's performance over the past budget year in light of the plan. The meeting has evaluated activities carried out over the year to bring about rural and urban development as well as ensure good governance. Accordingly, the status of agricultural production and productivity, natural resource and irrigation development, and infrastructural and social service expansion in rural Ethiopia was appraised in detail. The meeting has also reviewed works done to ensure good governance and transform the urban political economy through building an urban development army. The Council has set direction to work on reducing unemployment and make the existing labor contribute to the nation's development in urban and rural areas. The Council decided on the need to act against the tendency of religious extremism that destroys the value of coexistence and tolerance. It also expressed EPRDF's readiness to work with political parties that are operating peacefully. Ministry of Urban Development and Construction is working to cover depleted areas with plants. The ministry, in collaboration with Wendo Gennet College of Forestry and Natural Resources, provided training on urban forestry and green development to 40 professionals drawn from around the country. Cities Planning, Sanitation and Beautification Bureau head with the ministry said there is a need to step up efforts to reduce carbon emissions in cities. He also asserted on the importance of mobilizing the public for the same cause. You're watching ETV News, and in the news from abroad, Somalia launched an ambitious campaign known as the Go to School Initiative to give 1 million children and youth access to education. The initiative includes basic education for internally displaced children and children between the ages of 6 and 13. Brooke Orku has more from Reuters.
These students are attending a morning math class at the Hassan Karindi Primary School in Mogadishu. They are part of an ambitious campaign recently launched in the country to get 1 million children into school in the next 3 years. Fewer children attend school in Somalia than almost anywhere else in the world. Only 36% of girls and 45% of boys enroll in primary school. Somalia's federal government, with the backing of African Union peacekeepers, has extended its control across southern and central Somalia over the last year. It has pushed the Al-Qaeda-linked Islamist rebel group Al-Shabaab out of several major towns in the region, increasing access for aid agencies. Salad Ahmed, a teacher at Hassan Karindi School, says, with things slowly improving in the country, Somalia now has a better chance at improving its education sector. This is the first time that I have worked in a public school in Mogadishu. There were no public schools in Somalia during the last 22 years. The government will spend $117 million on schools reconstruction, teachers training and salaries, textbooks and support to education ministries in Somalia and the semi-autonomous northern regions of Somaliland and Puntland. Some 4.4 million Somali children never attend school out of a total population of 9.2 million people.
Malian fashion designer Gausa Goita likes to mix African and Western styles to create his outfits made using locally produced organic cotton. After spending 30 years in Paris, Goita came back to Mali to promote his brand, which he says provides a wide range of comfortable and elegant clothes. Here is Abdo Teshita with more on that.
Gaso Goita is putting finishing touches on his latest order from customers at his studio in Bamako, Mali's capital. The fashion designer likes to work with organic cotton, which says he hopes to turn into a popular fashion commodity in the country and beyond. After living in France for about 10 years, Goita decided to come back to Bamako last year and expand his fashion label Goita at home and promote local business with clothes made from 10% organic cotton fabric. Goita likes to mix African styles with Western designs in his collections. According to analysts, Mali, Africa's second cotton producer after Egypt, is expected to see a strong rise in local cotton production for the 2012-13 season despite the country's recent political instability. As the country is trying to come out of a political crisis that crippled an already precarious economy, Goita is trying to capitalize on Mali's white gold, as cotton is known locally, to promote the commodity.
If we were more enterprising, we would do a lot with our cotton. We have pure cotton in Mali, and that is how development works, not the other way around. We need to improve agriculture and textile sectors. So when we think agriculture, we should be thinking cotton.
West Africa once represented about 15% of the world's cotton exports, but was hit hard by a market crash in early 2000, blamed on subsidies given to competing growers such as the United States. A rally in world cotton prices through 2010 and 11 started to draw farmers back into the fields, but prices are back down at 2-year lows, with world cotton stocks at record highs. Although Mali is a cotton-producing country, production is affected by a lack of agriculture technology and a stiff competition from subsidized growers, forcing many fabric traders to import quality waxed cotton from Europe. Masadia is a market trader.
Mali doesn't make fabric because it doesn't have the necessary resources to make the fabric here on the ground. Germany comes and buys cotton and sends it there so that they can process it. But here, we can't process and make it.
As stability slowly returns in the West African nation, Goita hopes to make an impact on the country's fashion industry. Goita's determination has paid off as he is slowly gaining popularity amongst young Malian customers.
I'm really proud of this. Proud to see that with the materials we have here, we can make something like this, similar to the clothes that we are used to buying outside the country. Really, I can't even find the words to express what I think. It is very nice.
And that brings us to the end of the news. Once again, Happy New Year to all Ethiopians.